No one in the Department of Justice wants to take on the Comey family, and I don't blame them. This isn't just about James Comey, who had a strong day in Alexandria, Virginia, arguing to dismiss his indictment and challenging Lindsay Hogan's allegedly illegal appointment. But the bigger story is Maureen Comi, his daughter, a highly respected federal prosecutor in Manhattan with an extensive career, who was suddenly fired under controversial circumstances. Nobody in the DOJ has stepped forward to defend the department in court. Judge Furman observed that no one filed a notice of appearance from the Southern District of New York, the Eastern District in Brooklyn, or the DOJ's Federal Contracting Unit in Washington. In my 35 years of federal practice, I have never seen such a complete absence. The lawsuit was served on September 22nd, and DOJ has until November 21st to respond. A pretrial status conference had to be postponed because nobody appeared. Why is this happening? Maureen Comi knows the case inside and out. She prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell, resulting in 5 felony convictions for child sex trafficking. That knowledge makes her a formidable opponent. Even attempts to involve her in discussions for Donald Trump's pardon schemes failed. Nobody wanted to confront her. 3 weeks before her lawsuit, she was terminated. All she wants is to return to her federal prosecutor role. The DOJ is in chaos. Over 5,000 employees have resigned or been fired in the last 10 months. Pam Bondi and Trump's administration have created an environment that few want to navigate. Comi argued her lawsuit partly because the Merit Systems Protection Board, which protects federal employees, is essentially non-functional after Trump removed Biden appointees. Filing a complaint elsewhere would have been futile, so she went directly to federal court. Judge Furman noted the DOJ's absence, warning that a default judgment could be granted in Comi's favor, potentially restoring her job. The Southern District of New York and Eastern District of New York have recused themselves. DOJ units in Washington are stepping back. Someone from outside, possibly from another state, will need to represent the department in Manhattan. They must file a notice of appearance and appear in court to prevent a default ruling. Pam Bondi's February 5, 2025 memo highlights the extreme pressure DOJ attorneys face. Any attorney refusing to advance administration arguments, declining to appear in court, or otherwise delaying the department's mission faces discipline or termination. This followed whistleblowers like Aries Rubeni, who refused to lie for the Trump administration in front of federal judges and were fired. DOJ lawyers are hesitant to confront Comi, who knows both the law and the evidence intimately. Judge Furman's rescheduled pretrial conference is set for December 4th at 3:15 p.m. at 500 Pearl Street in Manhattan. Comi must serve the Civil Division of the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York, which will then share it with the DOJ component handling the case. Reports indicate no DOJ unit wants to take on this lawsuit, which could result in a devastating loss for the department. This case highlights broader systemic issues. Trump's removal of Merit Systems Protection Board members leaves federal employees with limited recourse, forcing cases like Comi's directly into federal court. It illustrates how politicization has undermined the DOJ's ability to function effectively. Federal attorneys are hesitant to take on high-stakes cases when political pressures interfere with justice. Even on a personal level, Comi's expertise makes her almost untouchable. She knows where all the evidence is, how the Maxwell case was built, and the legal strategies used. This is not merely a legal challenge, it's an institutional challenge. No one wants to confront a prosecutor with such deep knowledge and experience. The wider implications are significant. If the DOJ fails to appear, it will signal that federal employees and even high-ranking prosecutors can be ignored or sidelined without consequences. This affects morale and the credibility of the department nationwide. Comi's lawsuit isn't just personal, it's a test of the system itself. So far, no one is stepping forward. This is a story about accountability, power, and the DOJ's struggle to defend itself against someone with unmatched institutional knowledge. We will continue to cover developments on Midas Touch Networking and Legal AF on YouTube. Subscribe to stay informed, access court filings, Judge Furman's orders, and Pam Bondi's memo on Legal AF Substack. Support free speech while getting exclusive insights, ad-free podcasts, and detailed legal analysis. Until next time, I'm Michael Popoff. For in-depth legal news, hot takes, and insider updates, join us on Legal AF Substack and YouTube. Your free subscription helps us reach more viewers and keeps you informed about federal legal battles, whistleblower cases, and the political dynamics shaping the Department of Justice. Stay tuned for more updates, expert analysis, and comprehensive coverage of this unfolding story.